Good day, Dr. Mel. This is Camille Angelic Canlas, and I'll be presenting to you my first book review entitled Supporting Retention and Student Services in Online and Distance Education. The book is authored by Aras Buskert and Mona Lisa Dash, published in October 2024 by European Association of Distance Teaching University or EADTU. The book covers defining the challenges and problem of retention of distance learning universities, methodologies, and student cycle and good practices. Dr. Aras Buzkurt is a researcher and faculty member at Anadolu University in Turkey. He is serving as the acting dean of the Open Education Faculty of Anadolu University. With master's and doctorate degrees in distance education, his work focuses on empirical studies in areas such as distance education, online learning, network learning, and educational technology. Dr. Mona Lisa Dash is a multi talented and philanthropist by nature. She picked up teaching as her profession with the aspiration of empowering her students to identify issues and find a solution to the same problem, make choices in life, and become problem solvers. Dr. Dash is a principal and plays a significant role at SNIS or Shantinikiran International School, where she keeps an eye on every child's progress personally with the help of team of proficient teachers. The European Association of Distance Teaching Universities, or the EAT TU Task Force, mainly focus on student retention in 2023. This is to recognize concerns of members in relation to declining enrollments and student dropout. This book identified the factors of student retention, which includes on promoting student progress and services based on EADTU task force practices, experience, and research. The book also defined the problems and challenges. First is the problem of retention for distance learning universities. Second are the factors in distance education that influence retention. And third is why distance education students may leave early. The book also explains how overarching approaches and strategies may help with the listed challenges. First is curriculum design. Offering small modules can help learning success because small modules take less time. They are also able to increase student motivation. Second is data analysis. Staff must be supported to understand the context and interpret the data so they can take the appropriate action to support student success. Building evidence based institutional strategies and using data to implement proactive intervention will support student success and improvement in retention rates. These can be seen in institutional strategies and in proactive intervention in the student experiences. Here's the illustration of the student life cycle model according to the book. In my professional career and experience as an assistant manager in our institution that offers distance learning online programs, the processes in the figure is almost the same. The left is the student life cycle model from the book, and the illustration on the right is our institution students' journey process map. The stages in the student's journey must be highlighted so that the management will be able to identify the issues of each stages. At every stage, it is important to ensure that clear, accurate, and relevant information is fully accessible, easy to navigate, and provided at the point of need. Digital tools and human intervention is necessary, and it is important to ensure that expectations are managed well. For evaluation, the book carefully explained how important are educational services life cycle in supporting retention among students. The book started by introducing the EADTU Students Task Force on Student Retention, identifying the strengths and challenges relating to the online and distance learning, and find solutions to it. The outcomes of the book describe the tools needed to develop strategies to improve study progress to avoid dropout, and development of recommendation and guidelines to improve services to students in online distance learning. Since the book identifies some of online distance learning good practices, I think it's also better if the author will identify specific areas of improvement based on research on universities offering online distance learning programs. The challenges explained from Chapter 1 is broad, even it is explains some implications at different level, such as institutional, academic, and student levels. Problem occurred during each stages of student life cycle must explain thoroughly so that the manager will review its processes and make recommendation for possible solutions. In conclusion, I personally will recommend this book to institutions who currently handle online distance learning programs. I find this book very informative since it explains how valuable student services to its retention. The institution must revisit its processes, standard operating procedures, and guidelines to address students' retention and to reinforce service for student support and progress. Overall, the implications of the book to the distance education management are the following. First, it will be very helpful for institutions in managing their students' retention rate. Second is offering a curriculum design that is fit on a more diverse learners. Third is use a more appropriate analytics that will benefit both staff and student success. And fourth, development institutional strategies that share student performance, continuation, and completion rates. These implications are seen in Books Chapter 2, Overarching Approaches. So that's it. That wraps up my review of the book Supporting Retention and Student Services in Online and Distance Education. And thank you for your time. Bye.